Hey everyone, Jordy from FocusWorks here, and this is episode 2 of the Road to Blade. This week, I'm going to start off by showing you some screenshots of the design work I've done on the Eric's folder. I've also got some working on pocket clips for the Eric's Echo, which is my entry-level flashlight. And well, I made some wood parts for flashlights, and I show you some fire flaming. So, hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I'll talk to you again at the end. So here we've got dye all ready to go. Got a blank clip cut out. So, stick in my arbor press here. I'm just using broken end mills as dowel pins because I'm too lazy to cut myself some new proper pins until I've determined that this works as well as I want it to. So put the side down. Pocket. See, I got a little pocket to stick it in. It's all lined up square. That's down there. Okay. Good. Well, give her a mighty push in the middle. Zoom in there. Okay, see what happens. Zoom out. Oh, it's definitely bent. Actually looks really good. Pretty excited here. Get down there. So, don't look too closely here. What I'm going to do now is pretty hokey. Put a curve in that, so I'm just kind of lining it up by eye. A bit of a press. It is certainly not perfect. I'll build a die for doing this as well, but this will get me one here. I think that's going to be perfect. Yes! Get some more bend in that. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take it out to the I am quite pleased. quite pleased with that. So now I gotta make a die to form that radius, which shouldn't be too hard. Round 3. Let's see what happens. What have I done? Well, I figured it out. When I went and I changed the model in SolidWorks, and then brought it into SolidCam, I didn't notice that the work coordinate had changed, the position had changed, as you can see here. Right there, it's not square or in the right spot for these spaces. So, kind of a stupid oversight, but I'll fix that, run that part again, and see what happens. Okay. Only the 4th try. 4th time's the charm. See how this goes. Lay that in there. Oh, where did I put my pins? Huh. Where did I put my pins? Oh, I put them right here. Ugh. I need to go find them. Hang on. Found some different ones. Close enough. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, that felt good. That felt really good. I am reasonably certain that is perfect. Absolutely perfect. I am excited. So, for the show, I am going to make light holders. They're going to be wood. I got my my brother-in-law, the master woodworker, to cut me some blocks and drill a hole in it for the prototypes. Obviously that's not going to work, so they are going to go in my mill, and I'm going to machine a cool profile on them. So these will be display stands for the show. I'm gonna switch over to the GoPro and hope you enjoy. Okay, it's gonna get a little noisy. I need to run a vacuum cleaner in here, and that thing is noisy. So yeah, watch, enjoy. Been a while since I've cut wood, so in my machine. So, see how this works. trim these guys out. So, you can see, if you were here, air compressor. There's the air compressor. So if you were here, you could see the, you could smell the smoke from cutting this. Have a dull blade on there. That's what you get for trying to cut titanium on a wood saw. Do some routering. See whether it goes flying or not. Oh, plug it in. Works better. In case you were wondering why that seems so painful, I'm no woodworker. I use my woodworking tools for aluminum, so they're not really sharp enough to cut wood. So I need to change to a nice round over a bit here. Find the right collet. Which happens to be put away properly, as usual. Here's a tip for you. Pretty well all woodworking equipment will cut aluminum. So you can do an awful lot with woodworking tools and aluminum. Routers, saw blades. I mean, with saws you're better off getting an actual aluminum specific blade. It doesn't catch, it's safer. Doesn't catch as bad, but yeah, keep that in mind. A lot of people are very surprised when I tell them that you can cut aluminum with pretty well any woodworking tool. I am happy with that. So I'm gonna give these a quick sand, and then we are going to apply the world's coolest finish to these. Hang on, I'm not gonna film myself sanding. Hey everyone, today I am going to show you my black tie finish. Yeah, I learned it from someone else, so I'm gonna pass it on. Here we go. A jar of WD-40. A torch. A piece of aluminum to put the WD-40 out when it catches fire. Which it occasionally does. Now, grab your area like that. Light it on fire. Probably put that somewhere a little bit safer. Focus machining, Jordy here. Hey, cut that. Sorry about that. My lease is up, so today actually, so I had to deal with my shop rent. Let's keep going here. So I've got like 8 of these things to do, and I think that's going to get boring, so I will talk to you again. So it's a couple of days later here at the shop, and I wanted to have a quick word about safety while you're doing, if you decide to do my black tie process. So about 15-20 minutes after I finished filming the demo there, I had a big fire. So make sure if you're doing this that you have a way to deal with fire. So here I'm going to show you I'm going to show you the aftermath here. Let's see, let's zoom in. So, as you can see here, Focus. There we go. So as you can see here, I had my jar of oil. I guess this was after the demo. I put my jar of oil in a bath of water because it gets really hot when you're doing any amount of the black tie, obviously, because you're quenching red hot metal in it. So I stuck it in a water bath to try and keep it cool. In hindsight, not such a great idea. The glass jar broke right on the water line. Had that happen before, not in this situation, but should have known better. Bad plan. So next, I also had my water bath in a plastic container, and as you can see, it did not fare well with a flaming ball of fire on it. So my jar caught fire, and then it was actually too big for me to smother with my piece of aluminum, and then it kind of flared back at me, and then I dropped my smothering block, and it knocked the WD over into my water, and then there was, like I said before, flaming ball of fire. So I was able to smother it with a piece of sheet metal. So if you're going to do this, make sure that if you're going to work with fire, make sure you have a way of dealing with fire. Okay, so I smothered it. Worked okay. Almost got away from me, as you can see here. If it had gotten onto the bench, it would have been really bad. Really, really bad. So I was able to save it here. Yeah, so it was kind of scary. I took most of the rest of the day off after that because it was, kind of scary. So focus. So I have everything in the shop that for fighting fires. I got fire extinguishers, I got all kinds of stuff. Just remember, if you've got a oil fire, don't put water on it. It won't help, it'll just spread it around. Basic fire stuff. But I don't know whether anyone of you has ever put a fire out with fire extinguisher, especially when there's oil involved. When I was an apprentice, I had the last fire that I had, actually, not the last fire, I had two. The first fire that I had, it was an oil fire, and that powdered fire extinguisher powder was just everywhere. I don't mean kind of everywhere, I mean everywhere. I was cleaning up oily, goopy fire extinguisher powder for months. I'd find it every once in a while. You'd find some more of it. Oh, I gotta clean up this stuff again. So, I was trying to avoid using the fire extinguisher. So, smothering works really well and kind of the best way. So, if you're gonna use fire, make sure you can deal with a fire without burning your shop down, in your garage or your home or whatever. So, thanks for watching this week's episode of The Road to Blade. We'll have more next week. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check me out on Facebook and Instagram. I'll put links down below. Have a great day, and I will see you next week.